And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this afternoon. We have a magnificent guest with us today, one who is going to give us some amazing information as well as inspiration, and that is none other than Sister Student Captain Candace out of Pensacola, Florida, Mosque number 98. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum salam, Brother Joshua. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm well by Allah's grace and mercy. Thank you for having me on tonight.
Yes, ma'am. The honor is ours. My family, everybody who's watching. I kept saying we were going to put out an APB or like saying you were missing. We haven't seen you in like 6 or 7 years. I was like, I don't know what happened to Candace.
Not
We missed
six or
her.
7 years,
Miss
no.
her. Miss your voice. Miss you on top five, and it's just great to see you
You
functioning and
too.
still positive thing.
Absolutely. Good to see you as well.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so right now, all around the Florida Keys, the Florida area, so South Florida, East Florida, North Florida, West Florida, there is this tremendous just murmuring and noise of and the big event is coming up. Can you let
Oh,
us know
yeah.
what is about to take place?
Yeah. So on September 28th, this coming Saturday, we're having an all women's event. It is called the Sisterhood Brunch, where our theme for this event is the woman is the key. So
Mm,
I'm very, very excited about this. This has been a long time coming. It's something that I've wanted to do for several years now. So I'm so blessed to be able to have this opportunity to gather um, great women in our community and all around the surrounding areas together for a great movement. It's going to be awesome.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And for everyone who is watching and who wants to participate in physical form, like who really wants to go to the event, how can they go?
So you can RSVP your spot by texting me. My number is 850-549-7770, and we can get you connected so you can get your ticket so you can secure your spot to be in the room with some amazing women. I'm telling you, don't want to miss this.
Excellent. Yes, ma'am. Now, for those of us who are watching and who aren't able to make it to the event, perhaps men who want to support women, maybe their daughters, mothers, and they understand the value
Yes.
of women and want to support, how can we support virtually?
Oh my gosh. You can send us a donation so that you can support and sponsor a sister in our community who may not be able to afford the ticket. Times
Mhm.
are difficult right now for a lot of us. And so this would be a great way to support the event by sending someone in our city to come. And also, this is an event that's going to be mainly interfaith. So it is such an honor to be able to reach across the aisle to our Christian sisters as well, so that we can join hands and join together in unity to really make a difference in our city. So, support, brothers. We need your support. And it would be, just a great demonstration of love to
Mm.
have the men behind us as well.
All praises due to Allah. Yes. So once again, everybody, let's make sure we should support our sister Candace, who's always on the front line, representing, doing so, and with a kind and beautiful spirit and nice. Like I never knew you were a laborer. I didn't know. We just knew her from top five, and she was singing, and her answers needed help. But other than that,
Yes.
she, you know what I'm saying, great job in the mission.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you. I
Yes.
saw recently where you were celebrating 25 years of marriage.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
that's an accomplishment. What advice would you give to uh, single people about the looking forward to celebrating 25 years with a significant other, husband or
Oh,
wife?
wow. Well, it's been definitely a journey, and nothing, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us, nothing of value is without difficulty. So as long as we put God at the center, who is truly the center, and I put him in the center of my life, and my husband puts him at the center of his life, then we can take hands and go on this journey toward God together. So we
Mm-mm.
don't have exit plans. We just strive to continue to improve ourselves so that we can be the best that we can be for one another and our children as well. So it's gotten us through many of difficulty, but it's a beautiful journey. Beautiful journey.
Excellent. Yes, ma'am. And speaking of children, a lot of mothers out there who navigating life and things of that nature, balancing work, home time. What advice would you give to future mothers?
Oh, wow. Start before you actually become a mother. The
Mm.
journey to motherhood starts even before conception. So it's like we have to start in this here in our minds. We're pregnant here first before we ever become pregnant in the physical womb. So we have to start, seeking knowledge and getting knowledge and becoming the women that we were created to be. And once we are blessed to carry um, a smaller spirit of God in our wombs,
Mm.
then we'll be ready to bring forth what our mind has already become, which is like God Himself. So
Yes,
it
ma'am.
starts right now, sisters. Don't wait till you have that positive test. Start right now because you're positive with so much in your mind already. So you just have to bring it forth, nurture it.
Beautiful. Go ahead, Sister Candace. Yes, ma'am. Teaching.
Oh, praise
Speaking of
God.
that, I know that you are student captain in the military training, teaching, training the soldiers. But will you ever go into the ministry?
Good. I don't know. I don't know. Um, it's a privilege and an honor anytime that we have the opportunity to serve in this capacity to the people of God. So who knows? I say I don't know. I'm pretty shy about a lot of things, but um if that is what Allah would have in store for me, um, I mean, I have to hear and obey that calling. But I don't foresee it right now. Let's just say that.
You were when you always been teaching. You were one of the only women who the energy could help balance Marvin on top five. So I know that you had a good spirit because I'm like,
My
okay,
brother Marvin.
I'm like, this is like Marvin. No, you go too far. No, Marvin. No. So I know that
You
you have
know,
to be diligent.
we are ministers in all that we do. If we are caring for anyone, we are being or administering to them. So anytime we
Mm.
can give a word that lifts the spirit of anyone that we come in contact with or inspire them to be better, we are ministers in that fact. Yeah.
Beautiful. All praise to Allah. Thank you, everyone who was showing love to our sister. Sister Mariah said, Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam, Sister Mariah. Sister Mina Haq says, all praise to Allah. And Brother Nelson Ramos holding it down says, Assalamu alaikum, beloved Muslim family. Walaikum salam. Can't wait to upload this to YouTube as well. Uh, I wanted to ask you, ma'am, though we've seen you in the normal side or the comical side, just talking about music and movies, I wanted to ask you, what was it about the teachings that drew you
Mm.
to say, you want to accept and walk this journey?
Oh, that's a very good question. What comes to my mind, and I've shared this story many, many times because it is true, first and foremost, but this is absolutely what inspired me even before I really knew what Islam was, much less the nation of Islam. But my parents joined it about 1987, and I was probably about 10 or 11 years old at that time.
Mm.
And I remember sitting on the floor of my great aunt's living room, and she was playing a VHS tape at that time of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's address. It was Savior's Day from 1985 in
Okay,
Madison
okay,
Square Garden.
okay.
Power at Last Forever. And to this date, it is my all-time favorite, if you could have a favorite. But it was the one where I first heard him speak. I didn't
Mm.
know who he was, being a child, but I heard him speak. And what I saw were the women around him,
Mm.
which is something that I never had seen before in my life, being only 10 or 11, but I
Mm.
had never seen that before. And just through the television screen, I could just feel that energy from those women. And I said it to myself at that time, whatever they are, I want to be that. So, believe it or not, I actually wrote my letter at that time,
Okay, okay.
which passed at 10, but of course I was too young to really join. So by the time I became 18, I wrote my letter again and joined at that time. But it was that lecture that inspired me to want to join and be a part of whatever he was a part of, and whatever he was doing, I wanted to help that man. He
Mm,
inspired me so much, and I wanted to be like those women that were around them. Just they exuded fearlessness. They
mm.
exuded strength, and they didn't appear to me to be in any way, shape, or form oppressed or suppressed. They showed power to me. So that is exactly what I wanted to be. Yes, sir.
Never known that. Beautiful testimony, Sister Candace. I didn't know writing letter at 10, 18, power.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And this is in Pensacola.
And so, well, I was saying I'm out of Nashville, Tennessee originally. Yes.
Okay,
My
okay,
number
okay.
60 is where I'm from. Yes.
Okay, okay, Nashville, hold it down. And may we have your parents' names, ma'am?
My mother's name is Valeria Muhammad,
Praises to God.
and my father's name, Johnny Muhammad.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I would never know. Go ahead, guys. Sister Candace.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Nashville holding it down, and now Pensacola. Our next question, and people sending love and positive energy to you. Can't wait to upload this to YouTube. Our next question for you is: how important has faith been in your journey and walk in life?
Hmm. It has been what got me through a lot of difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we think faith is like we have to be perfect in it. And sometimes when our faith is shaken, we get, down on ourselves. But as the scripture says, the race is not to the swift nor to the strong, but those who endure to the end. So we
Beautiful,
may get
beautiful.
knocked down. We may
Yes, ma'am.
stumble and fall. We may, get carried away in the current. But as long as we can fight our way back, that is all that matters, because once we come back, our faith would more than likely be strengthened. So, especially if you're fighting to come on back and come back to yourself. So, it's everything to me, and it definitely has strengthened my faith being a part of such a great group of uh, men and women whose desire is to save those that are oppressed, those
Yes,
that
ma'am.
are suffering. We are here to uplift. We're here to show love. We're here to build a nation and a world. So that is what um, fuels my passion and my desire to keep going and strengthens my faith every day.
Powerful. Go ahead, Sister Candace. Yes, ma'am. And the sisters are bearing witness, saying that's right. Go ahead. Shout out to the sisters. Alaikum salam, Naima. Naima says, let's make a family. Alaikum salam. Thank you, everyone who's watching. Can't wait to upload this to YouTube.
Wow.
Naima, I told Sister Candace that she has to sing for us because we haven't missed her Black Butterfly the same since the way you
Oh
sang
my
it.
Lord.
I'm just saying you did such a good job, Sister Candace. We still talk about
Thank
that
you.
butterfly. All right. Now you spoke about interfaith. That is something
Yes.
that the People's Podcast is huge on. The unity of humanity, our families. We got more Science of America, Sunni,
Mm.
5%, Hebrew Israelites, Christians, Methodists, Baptists, Catholics. Man, people, that's all. What is the common ground? Positivity, information, inspiration. That's something that I thrive on as, student at Honorable Mental Spark. And it's just like, that's what I
Yes.
see him do. He is no room he can't go in, blood, crip,
That's
black store,
right.
and
That's right.
connects with everybody. Why is that so important for you in Pensacola with the Christian, Muslim, and the sisterhood holding hands and all of that good stuff?
Well, because as women, we have suffered a lot, you know, and to me, the last thing that we need is something so minute and so small to divide us even more, or cause hurt and harm. So I was inspired because thinking back over uh the things that we have come through as a people, what role women played in the civil rights movement, they were the heartbeat of the movement, you know. They kept the men going,
Yes, ma'am.
and they also brought a certain spirit of love to the women as well. So that is what I carry, with me. And in my city here, there's so much in other cities as well. But in our city here, there's a lot of um, crime that's up on the rise, and of course, our communities are the first to really suffer with that. But I'm looking at women who are losing their sons, their daughters to various different things. And in that moment, it does not matter that you call yourself Christian. It does not matter that I call myself Muslim. It doesn't matter if you're a Moor or whatever you would call yourself. In that moment, you're a grieving mother.
Yes, ma'am.
And as your sister, I'm your grieving sister, because that was either my niece or nephew that we just lost. And if we can come together and get past those little minute theological differences and see the commonality that I'm a woman, you're a woman, I'm a mother, you're a mother, I'm a sister, you're a sister. And when you hurt, I hurt, man, the love that can come over us overnight and the things that we would be able to do overnight in our community. Because guess what? When I see my niece or nephew being out of pocket, I can say, hey, niece and nephew, come on. You're not right with that, And if you can check my children, if they're not being who they should be, then we can build that community and that village again. And then we can reclaim our children from this wicked world.
Yes, ma'am. This is Candace teaching
Praise
per
God.
usual. And people are showing love. For y'all that don't know, Sister Candace she said Nashville, she said Pensacola, but People's Podcast claim her. So you know what I'm saying? So she's one of ours who always teaches. So praise be to Allah. Yes, ma'am. And where can we get the tickets from once again?
Yes, so to reserve or purchase your ticket, just simply text the number 850-549-7770, or you can send make your purchase via Cash App at Mosque 98 MGT on Cash App. So, and trust me, you want to be there, but if you can't, we would love your support, because really your support means everything. It's just as important as if you were there as well, because this is a movement. This is not just a moment or an event where we're just coming to, just to talk and socialize. This is actually a movement. So this is the first step into really making our communities a decent and safe place to live, because we are, in fact, the key. We're the missing component there.
Beautiful. I agree. We agree. And I was speaking with a sister a few days ago, and I was telling her, I said, sometimes women ask me for their opinion about women things, and then they get mad because I'll be like, I don't know what you want to say. Because I grew up in a house with moms, dads, sisters.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just for women. Ask mama. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, I just feel certain messages men should give to other men and women should give to other women. So I'm always in support of it, because you can receive it better. We can receive it better from the man, and brother to brother, man, come on. And women, it just, because when the opposite sex say stuff, now we have war, we fighting on social media. I was like, ask a woman, because I don't. Because I'm going to say, I don't know what it's like to be in the third trimester. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know all of it. And y'all don't know what it's like to deal with what we deal with.
Absolutely.
So I'm always very supportive of sisters coming together to, unite or whatever girl stuff y'all do and brothers doing. Anything that we can do to support the empowerment of sisters and women. That's the People's Podcast. And you have the backing of us. Anything that you all need, we want to make sure that we support you all. And your mosque, your student minister. I think I've interviewed everybody. I think I've interviewed all the laborers. I can't say for sure though, but I want to say I have. But you all are very kind, and we love y'all. We love
you too.
And anything that we can do to support Sister Mariah, her husband, you, the brother captain, your family. I feel like I know your children and your husband because of social media. So you know what I'm saying. So
Yes.
shout out to them as well. We got to ask you, what have
Yes.
you been listening to lately? Give us some music. Give us some music lately.
Oh wow. Okay. So well today I had came across a song by Stevie Wonder. Oh, kind of song, knocks me off my feet. It's one of my favorites. But it was playing, so I know that there was a couple of artists that did a cover of that song. So of course I had to listen to their versions as well. One of them being Donnell Jones,
Hmm.
and the other being Tevin Campbell. But it's a great song, and I love the covers as well. My favorite outside of the original is the one that Tevin Campbell did, though. I really love that version as
How
well.
does the song go?
Oh, oh, Brother Joshua.
I'm not familiar. Like what song? I'm like, what song is this? Like, what can you let us know? What song is this?
I see us in the park, strolling the summer day, of imaginings in my head, and words from my heart, told only to the wind, felt even without being said. I don't wanna bore you with my trouble, but there's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. That's it.
Okay, I think I've heard that.
Yes, it's a
I
beautiful
think I've
song.
heard that song before.
Beautiful song. Not in my register, but it's a beautiful song.
Man, now you got me wanting to sing the whole thing. Sister Candace, you know,
Oh,
this
no,
is what I'm talking about.
no. That's not in my key. I did the best I could with that one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sister Candace. Okay. Listen, today's about Sister Candace. I don't want to take the shine from her and just start singing, but yes, we're gonna let you have that. That's phenomenal, Sister Candace. Excellent job. Brother Mustafa, assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, sir. Zakwan Akbar says, assalamu alaikum, beloveds. I pray that Allah is well with you all. Maisha Cartwright Hooper says, "You sound beautiful, sis." See, everybody hyping you. I was trying to be the harmony. I'm trying to back you up, but you
I
stopped singing right
did.
when I was ready to come on in. You know what I
We
mean?
need to just go on and put this group together
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Also, very soon, I don't know when, but I travel to Florida quite a bit. My family, we love Florida, but we got to have karaoke night in Pensacola. Y'all can have karaoke in Orlando. That's where most of my family,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
But I will steal the show. I'm just letting you know I have a lot of Dave Ruffin in me. I'm just like a lot of Dave Ruffin in me. Sister Candace, I wanted to just thank you again and stress, you know, how much we care about y'all and care about the
Thank
city,
you.
the people, the family, but personally you and your family, and make sure that this event is successful. One more time, can you let us know the Cash App and or
Yes.
the other means to get to the event?
Yes, so to RSVP, you can text 850-549-7770, and you can send your donation for your ticket to Cash App at Mosque 98 MGT. That's Mosque, the number 98 MGT. And I also have to mention, we have some dynamic speakers that are going to be there. Now, this
Okay,
is for our
okay.
women. We have some powerhouses that are going to be in the room on Saturday. So I have to mention them by name. So we're going to have Pastor Cheryl Gully, who is amazing. I love this sister here. Oh my gosh, she is phenomenal. And I mean, her spirit just like literally grabs you through the phone, you know? So I love her. And we also have Sister Haley Morissette, who is running for office in our city. So we had to support her as
Go
well. You
ahead, go
know,
ahead, go
she
ahead.
is amazing in our community. I mean, she has boots on the ground. She is well known in the community, and she's active and really does a lot on behalf of our communities. And then last but not least, we have from the Repair of the Black Family, Sister Naira Muhammad as our keynote. Oh my God. Listen, sisters, you do not, if you can get to Pensacola, get here. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this event this coming Saturday. So thank you so much, Brother Joshua.
Anytime, Sister Candace, we are family, and I just feel so connected to people because of social media and people's podcasts, top five, and all that. So when I finally got to see you in real life, I was like, Sister Candace. I was like, I know her.
Yes.
And then my sister's like, we saw some right, Sister Candace. I was like, I know, y'all. We get to see everybody
Oh my
at
God.
Savings Day. So it's an honor. We pray that the event is successful. And
Absolutely.
anytime, Sister Candace, anytime, Sister
Yes.
Mariah, anytime y'all have any events, let us know. We always gonna
Come
promote. Y'all know
on.
what it is. Um, and we can't wait to upload this to YouTube and pray that y'all event is successful. We look forward to the pictures and the breakdown. Perhaps you can come back for a part two to let us know
Yes.
how how the event went, it was received. What are the prices of the tickets so the people who are sponsoring can send exact amount?
The tickets are $25.
Yes, ma'am.
So you just send it to that Cash App address, Mosque 98 MGT, and be sure to text 850-549-7770 to RSVP. We want to know that you're coming because we want to be able to really know who you are and know who we're going to have in the room. We got a lot of love that's going to be in this room here. So you don't want to miss it, I can't say it enough. But if you cannot come in your surrounding areas, please, please, we love you to support by sending a donation so that someone else can be in the room and get a chance to experience what we're going to be doing on that day.
All praises for our wonderful. Thank you again. Thank you, Sister
Thank
Mariah, for
you.
being a connection. Thank you, everyone who was watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off of the People's Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, Mel.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you, Brother Joshua.
We miss you, Sister Candace. Come back to top five. Assalamu alaikum. Thank
Alaikum salam.
y'all for watching.